Yo, what is up, guys? It's LavaPandaGaming here, back with another live stream now, coming to you live from GTA Online. They just dropped a new update. They released 19 new cars, and I got the Benny's Italic GTB custom right behind me. I got my outfit, and as you guys could see by the thumbnail, they dropped four new Legendary Motorsport cars, and two of those are two new F1 cars, and possibly new Benny's cars and San Andreas cars. I'll show you in a second. So this is my outfit. I just made it. Looks pretty nice. We're gonna go over here to travel and transport. First, we're gonna start off with the Benny's vehicles. Down here to stock. Alright, so they made a Bravado Gauntlet Benny's edition. So I like the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, which the Bravado Gauntlet Classic isn't that bad, but since they dropped the Benny's version, I may have to get that. It looks pretty nice, as you guys can see in the custom version right there. Looks pretty great. And we go over here to the van. Oh, wait, sorry. The speed on this is right here. I'm not sure. I don't think the speed's the highest on it, so that's probably not the greatest. I think the old Benny's vehicles have a higher speed than the newer ones, if you know what I mean. So I'm not sure. Alright, so moving on to the Bravado Yugo. We got some cool different customization right here, and then we got some kind of odd vehicle stats here. As you guys can see, the top speed's kind of strange, acceleration is pretty slow, and the braking does not look good. It's not even a full bar. The traction isn't even halfway. Like, I mean, it kind of is halfway, but still didn't make it fully halfway. So I mean, it's a van. What do you expect? It's a Benny's car. I'm not sure. I mean, it's still a nice truck though, or not truck. What am I talking about? A van. Then you got the Ben Factor Glendale. So I'm pretty sure this is a Arena War car, and they turned it into a Benny's edition. So this is like the limo Arena War car. If you guys aren't familiar with that, I'm pretty sure this is what the Glendale is. They just made a Benny's version. Looks pretty solid. And they added a new wheels class. By the way, Troy, I know you're listening to me. They dropped a new wheels class called Street. So there's a lot of new rims. This car is 200K. This is the Glendale. Top speed looking fresh compared to all the other Benny's cars. Acceleration may say that it's not the greatest, which it's not, but it's pretty decent for a Benny's car, I will say. The braking's not too bad. Traction's pretty solid. Glendale looks like a solid purchase to me. I may be picking this up. Looks like a pretty nice car. Moving down to the classic Yosemite. I'm pretty happy that they dropped a Benny's version of this. I'm actually surprised they did, because you got the Drift Yosemite and you got the regular Yosemite, I want to say, on San Andreas. And then this is the customizations. It looks pretty amazing to me. It's a very solid car they put into the game. It looks pretty different from all the Benny's cars, as you guys can see with the back. You got the windows and the nice like lighting on top of the car, everything. You got all that. Looks insane compared to a ton of Benny's cars. This kind of looks like an armored car almost, with that kind of look to it. And the livery definitely helps that look. So the top speed's not too bad. Acceleration's pretty decent. I mean, it is the Yosemite. Braking's better than most things. Traction, pretty solid, I would say. So the Bravado Gauntlet's nice. The Glendale's pretty solid. The Yosemite is nice. The van is alright. But yeah, there is some Benny's vehicles I now want. Probably the Glendale's the best performance so far. It's alright in looks, but the Yosemite is pretty cool. I wish it had the stats of the Glendale. Which, this is a truck, so you gotta keep that in mind. Got the Vapid Peyote. It's either the Peyote or the Peyote. It's probably the Peyote. Bro, what did I just say? The Peyote. Or the Peyote. Whatever. I have no clue. But anyway, the design of the car looks pretty nice. It kind of reminds me of the the Class A Turbo, I think it's called, or the Sabre Turbo, or something like that, I forget. But that's another Benny's car. If we scroll down here, it is called the Class A Tornado, not the Turbo, sorry. The top speed's pretty good, the acceleration's not the greatest, and the braking's pretty bad, but I mean, it is an old-fashioned muscle car, so gotta give it that. Then you got the Albany Banana. I think that's Banana. Albany Banana, I want to say it's called. So the top speed's decent. The acceleration's pretty solid for this car. It doesn't look like it would be that fast anyway. Braking's pretty bad. The traction's solid, average. I probably won't be getting that one. But those are Benny's cars. I went over them pretty slow and solid and detailed for you guys. So it's a solid answer. I'm being honest with you if I would buy them or not. We got the BR8. I will say this is probably one of the top 2 or 3 F1 cars in the game right now. So I'm gonna be looking at this. If my friends buy one, I may test drive it and compare it to my PR4, because I'm pretty sure the PR4 is the best F1 car, but the Ben Factor BR8 may have taken that from the PR4, but I don't know yet. So I own the Ocelot R88. I'm pretty sure that's either the 3rd or 4th worst F1 car. Now the classic DR1, of what my understanding is, it's not so much speed, it's more of like more customizable. So for the looks, it is a nice car though, so I'll give it that. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the slowest one, or the Ocelot R88. Not too sure with this, but that's what I think of them. And then I will say the Lampadi, why can I not pronounce these now? Anyway, it's the Tygon 2.3 million. You got a pretty solid top speed, a very good acceleration, and a nice full bar traction. I'm probably going to be picking this up here soon, later on stream. So we're just showing you guys the cars right now, and I'll probably buy like 2 or 3 of these cars here soon. We got the Corvette. Now this car isn't the greatest on performance, but it is amazing on customization, so gotta give it that. The DR1, pretty solid acceleration, not full traction like all the other F1 cars. So like I said, maybe not as good as the PR4, full traction bar. You need as much traction as you could possibly get, most likely with the F1 cars, because, you know, you're going to be driving around tight corners and on high speeds, because F1 cars are made to go high speeds. So there you have it. And then moving on to San Andreas, where the cars get different from most of the other websites in the game. Moving all the way down to the bottom, we got the, I don't even know how to say this, the Meishibushu. I said that horribly wrong. What? I don't even know why I try pronouncing these cars. Cars. Oh my god. I know how to pronounce it, I just can't. Oh, whatever. I have no clue. Whatever. It is what it is. Alright, so the FFF. Let's just call it that. So, 1.3 million. Pretty average top speed and acceleration. We got decent traction and braking for a car